Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making an easy ham and cheese breakfast strata. Stratas are one of my favorite things to eat around the holidays. In fact, we have one every year for Christmas breakfast. It's something my whole family looks forward to, and this year is no exception. Now, this isn't the exact dish that I make on Christmas morning, but it's pretty close. I'll be starting off with 1 loaf of Texas toast. This is a harder toasting bread, so it's a little bit drier than your average white bread, which will add for some really good absorption from the custard I'll be making later. I've also got 2½ cups of diced ham, about 8 cherry tomatoes that I've sliced into just thin slices, 2 cups of Swiss cheese, though I may not use all of this, 3 cups of milk, and I have 10 large eggs. I'll also be using a little bit of salt and pepper, and I've gone ahead and used a little bit of butter to butter a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. The first thing I want to do is make the custard, and I'll start that off by whipping the 10 eggs. Now that I have all the egg yolks broken, I'll go ahead and start adding in my 3 cups of milk, along with a good pinch of salt, and I'll also be adding in a little bit of black pepper. Once everything is well combined, go ahead and move it over to the side and bring in a 9 by 13 inch dish. And like I said, I've already gone ahead and buttered it, and I'll go ahead and start out by laying my first layer of bread. You can choose to either keep the crusts on or cut them off. I'm not a big fan of them, so that's why mine are already removed. And you'll just need to cut this to get it to fit into your container. Once you have a good layer of the bread, the next thing to go in is going to be a layer of your cheese, followed by the tomatoes. Next in goes the ham. After the ham is evenly spread across, the next layer is going to be another layer of our bread. Top it off with the remaining cheese. And then the whole casserole gets topped off with the custard mixture. Though you want to pour this in slowly and allow it to have a little bit of time to start soaking in, so you have plenty of room for all of it. Now that I have the custard evenly spread around, this is going to get covered with some aluminum foil and placed in the refrigerator, where it's going to sit overnight to allow all that custard to soak up into the bread, and I'll bake it in the morning when I get up. Now that the stratas had time to sit up in the refrigerator overnight, I've gone ahead and removed the aluminum foil, and I'll be placing it into a 375-degree oven, where I'll allow it to bake for about 55 to 60 minutes. This is going to puff up quite a bit and turn a nice golden brown on top, and I'm looking for an internal temperature of 165 degrees. Once the strata was out of the oven, I went ahead and let it sit on the counter for about 5 minutes before I cut into it, and now I can go ahead and dab in and taste it. I have to say, one of my favorite things about a strata at Christmas time are all the memories attached to it, from when I was a child, even to raising my own children, and getting together on Christmas Eve and putting our Christmas strata together so we would have it to bake the next morning. There's a lot of fun memories in there, and definitely something I still look forward to every year. Because strata can be a little on the rich side from all the eggs and the cheese that are added into it, I like to cut that with a little bit of raspberry jelly. I just find it's the perfect condiment to accompany the dish. Overall, this is a very good cheese strata. The only thing I'm not really crazy about are the tomatoes in here. I think I'll definitely be leaving those out, but I do love the Swiss cheese. It's definitely a different spin on how I traditionally make it, so this will definitely be going into my cheese strata rotation. But that is going to be it for me for the day. If you guys have enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you tried this recipe out for your Christmas breakfast, let me know how it turned out for you. And as always, thank you all so very much for joining me today. I've been Volker. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and hope I'll see you in the next one.